50 Amish gardening secrets the modern world was never supposed to know. If you've ever wondered how the Amish managed to grow such lush, healthy, and productive gardens without modern chemicals or fancy gadgets, you're not alone. Their secret isn't magic. It's mastery. Generation after generation, Amish families have passed down practical, time-tested gardening wisdom that most of us have never even heard of. Welcome to Soilpower, where we dig deep into nature's wisdom and revive the lost art of soil health and sustainable growing. Today, we're uncovering 50 Amish gardening secrets that can transform your garden, no matter your space, tools, or experience. 1. Soil is the soul. The Amish treat soil like a living being, not just dirt. Every decision begins with one question: will this feed the soil? They compost, rotate crops, and add natural amendments until their soil feels rich, springy, and alive. 2. Compost like you cook. Their compost isn't a random pile, it's a recipe. Equal parts greens, like kitchen waste and manure, and browns, like leaves and straw, layered like lasagna, turned regularly, and left to breathe. Nothing artificial, nothing wasted. 3. Chicken power. Instead of chemical fertilizers, Amish gardens thrive on manure, especially from chickens. It's nitrogen-rich, fast-acting, and works wonders when aged properly. 4. Crop rotation rituals. They never plant the same crop in the same spot 2 years in a row. This simple rhythm keeps pests guessing and soil nutrients balanced naturally. 5. Deep mulching. Forget the thin layer you sprinkle on top. Amish mulch thick. They use 4 to 6 inches of straw or leaves, locking in moisture, feeding the soil, and suppressing weeds all at once. 6. Plant companions. The Amish know which plants thrive together. Beans feed corn, basil boosts tomatoes, and marigolds protect almost everything. Their gardens are arranged like communities, not factories. 7. Moon-guided planting. Many Amish plant according to moon phases, root crops in the waning moon, leafy greens in the waxing. Whether you believe in it or not, their timing often beats the calendar. 8. Hand tools, sharp minds. Without machines, every tool counts. Their hoes, spades, and cultivators are kept razor-sharp, making handwork smoother, faster, and surprisingly efficient. 9. Rainwater is gold. Amish gardens rely heavily on rainwater collection. Stored in barrels, it's softer, chlorine-free, and kinder to soil microbes than tap water. 10. Seed saving. Amish families save seeds like heirlooms, literally. Over time, their seeds adapt to local conditions, becoming stronger and more resilient each season. 11. Straw bale gardening. Some Amish farmers start early in spring by planting into decomposing straw bales. It's self-fertilizing, warm, and ideal for small spaces. 12. Wood ash magic. After every winter fire, wood ash finds a new life in the garden. It adds potassium and calcium, especially for tomatoes and root crops. 13. Quiet pest control. No sprays, no chemicals, just natural deterrents. Garlic sprays, neem oil, and strong-smelling herbs like tansy and mint keep pests away. 14. Slow compost tea. They steep compost in water for weeks, creating a liquid brew that feeds plants directly through their leaves and roots. 15. Garden borders that work. Marigolds, nasturtiums, and onions planted around the edges create natural barriers that confuse pests and attract pollinators. 16. Morning harvest. They pick most vegetables early in the morning when moisture and nutrients peak, ensuring better flavor and storage life. 17. No-till wisdom. The Amish often disturb the soil as little as possible. They let worms, roots, and fungi do the tilling naturally. 18. Living mulch. Instead of bare soil, they plant low-growing covers like clover between rows. This living carpet keeps weeds out and moisture in. 19. Fermented fertilizer. They make plant brews by fermenting weeds or kitchen scraps in water, creating probiotic-rich fertilizers that stimulate growth naturally. 20. Horsepower, literally. Even manure from their working horses becomes valuable organic gold, enriching their soil year after year. Vertical thinking. From trellised cucumbers to climbing beans, Amish gardens use vertical space efficiently, especially in small homestead plots. Timing over tools. They plant when the soil feels right, not when the calendar says so. Warm soil, not just warm weather, tells them it's time. Root cellars still rule. No fancy fridges needed. Amish root cellars keep harvests fresh for months with stable humidity and coolness. Garlic for everything. They use garlic not just in food, but in the garden. For pest sprays, soil health, and even animal care. The power of patience. Amish gardeners don't rush results. They understand that soil health builds slowly, and every season adds layers of fertility. Saving the small stuff. They don't throw away plant prunings or pulled weeds, they compost or use them as mulch. Nothing organic leaves the garden. Natural pollinator sanctuaries, flower patches, bee boxes, and clover rows attract beneficial insects. Every Amish garden hums with life. Homemade liquid calcium. Crushed eggshells soaked in vinegar release calcium, perfect for preventing tomato blossom end rot. Fermented plant juice, or FPJ. Borrowed from nature and perfected by practice, Amish farmers sometimes ferment plant matter into a nutrient-rich elixir, similar to Korean natural farming methods. The faith in observation. They observe before acting, watching how plants grow, what insects appear, how the soil smells. Observation is their greatest tool. The humus layer secret. They always keep the ground covered, never bare. This constant humus layer keeps microbial life thriving all year. Local wisdom, local inputs, everything they use, mulch, manure, compost, comes from nearby. No imported fertilizers, just closed-loop sustainability. Clay pots for watering. In drier areas, they bury clay pots, alas, filled with water between plants for slow, steady irrigation. Homemade vinegar weed killer. They mix strong vinegar, salt, and a drop of soap for an effective natural weed spray, especially for walkways. The art of shade. They use natural shade from tall crops like corn or sunflowers to protect heat-sensitive plants during hot summers. Garden journals. Many Amish gardeners keep simple records of what they plant, when, and how it performed. Year-to-year learning never stops. Homemade seed tape, flour paste, and paper strips help them pre-space tiny seeds perfectly. No waste, no overcrowding. Milk spray for fungal control. Diluted raw milk is a natural antifungal treatment for powdery mildew on cucurbits and tomatoes. Self-reliance over store-bought. If they can make it, they do. If they can grow it, even better. It's a mindset every modern gardener can adopt. Seasonal rest. After harvest, Amish gardens don't sit idle. They're planted with cover crops like rye or vetch to rebuild nutrients. Homemade insect traps. Simple jars filled with vinegar or molasses attract and drown pests like fruit flies and beetles. Kitchen waste alchemy. Even bones and fish scraps are composted or buried to feed deep-rooted plants like fruit trees. Epsom salt boost. Used sparingly, Epsom salt provides magnesium to green up plants like peppers and tomatoes. Ash and urine mix. Yes, really. A traditional mix, when diluted, provides nitrogen and potassium, recycling nutrients safely and effectively. Seed scarification. Before planting, some hard seeds are gently nicked or soaked to speed up germination. Simple yet powerful. Water in the morning, always early, never late. Watering at dawn prevents fungal issues and helps plants handle heat stress better. Silence in the garden. Working quietly, they listen to the rhythm of nature. You notice more when you stop talking and start watching. Family over fertilizer. Gardening is a shared act, not a chore. Children learn early, and each season becomes a family story in the soil. Gratitude for the ground. Before planting and after harvest, many Amish say a simple prayer. Gratitude deepens their connection to the earth. Sardi dag. Bashirdeyu ein pai. Not a secret. The real Amish secret isn't in a product, it's in patience, balance, and respect for nature's timing. That's what makes their gardens thrive when others fail. The takeaway for your own garden: you don't have to live off-grid or give up your tools to garden like the Amish. Start small, make your compost richer, mulch deeper, plant companions, and listen to your soil. These old-world methods are timeless because they work, and they reconnect us to what gardening truly means. Working with the earth, not against it. If you found these insights helpful, let's keep growing together. Subscribe to Soilpower on YouTube, share this article with a fellow gardener, and bring these old secrets back to life in your own soil. Because the truth is, our gardens don't need more products, they need more wisdom.